all in the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
58. Come on. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. This is Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell McClain, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
13.
You got time right there. Switch.
Flag.
Catch it.
Protein spill.
Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Two. Hey, alert.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
22. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray throwing on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Murray going to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Safety's creeping. Switch.
Check 50. Check 50.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, though. Alert flare.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
You ready?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
65.
Watch twist.
12.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Down to lose 1. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
27-yard line.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second down, here's an option right. And I think the ball's out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number three. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
wide open, complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malcolm Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Hey, watch that. Mike's 56. Mike's 50. Go. Back.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go. Double time, guys. Double time. Hey. 4 down. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. 58 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone. They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Third and 6.
Check safety. Hey, switch gears. Right slow. Try ball.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Blue down.
65.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch it.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
He's checking. He's 21. 65. Hey, alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now he's split, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
16.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
56 to Mike. 56.
Now Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Murray sets to throw on 4th, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
Tackles.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Here we go. 180.
All day.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.